Hey guys, it's me, Travis, the CEO and founder of PlayerProps.ai. This video is going to quickly go over how to use our PrizePicks Optimizer, which is what you kind of see on the screen here. Now, I'm going to go through all of the details of every data point, everything you see on the screen, how to use it, but it's very, very important that you get into the Discord. So I want to stress that part before you watch how to use the PrizePicks Optimizer, because what I've built for you that is guaranteed to curb your losses is a app and a community. And when you put them together, that's where the guarantee comes from. You can't just do one or the other, you got to have both. So while you're learning how to use the PrizePicks Optimizer, please, for the love of all that's holy, get into the Discord. And if your next question is, okay, Travis, I'll get in the Discord. How do I do that? Well, the first thing you want to do on the app, in the top right, you see there's a little Discord logo. If you don't know what the logo looks like, it's right here in the top right. You click on that. That gets you into our Discord server. After you join the Discord server, you still have one more step. Go back to the PlayerProps.ai app. Click the profile icon. That's the avatar here in the top left. When you click on that, you're going to see a button right here. Mine says disconnect because I already connected my Discord. Yours is most likely already going to say connect on it. Connect Discord. When you tap that, what that does is it syncs your PlayerProps.ai account to your Discord account. And it's like, okay, this is not a scammer, spammer, fake account trying to get into our Discord. This person actually has a PlayerProps.ai account. So let's open up all the channels for them. And that's exactly what it does. So now let's go back to our PrizePicks Optimizer here. Now, I call it the PrizePicks Optimizer, but you can use this for any prop app. You can use this for any app in general. It is very important not only to join the Discord and connect your accounts to open up full Discord access, but when it comes to finding plays on PrizePicks or Underdog or any fantasy pick'em app, any app period, if you're looking for player props. Now, this might catch you off guard, but if you're looking for player props, the people in our community, the thousands of people that use PlayerProps.ai for apps like PrizePicks, they don't use the optimizer as their #1 research tool for props. And I know it says, well, it's got PrizePicks in the name. And if I go to predictor, which is this tool on the bottom left here, just make sure that this says player, and these are our player tools, the player prop predictor and the PrizePicks optimizer. Every single person that has success with us with PrizePicks, they use the predictor as their main tool. Now, your question may be, well, it'll say FanDuel or DraftKings up top, not PrizePicks. It doesn't have to say PrizePicks for you to use it for PrizePicks. That's the most important part. But you can use PrizePicks Optimizer as a secondary tool to find winning plays for your PrizePicks slips. But please, when you join us, start focusing on using the prop predictor, which again is the first one on the menu bar here. This is a secondary tool. This should never be a primary tool. Here's where this is different. Now, we know that apps like PrizePicks, Underdog, and a handful of others that exist, they don't show odds. They just show a line, and they show over-under, but they don't show odds. And so what the optimizer does, and I'm going to go through all this stuff, so don't worry, to focus on the difference of what the PrizePicks Optimizer does differently than the prop predictor. The prop predictor, it has its own video like this that goes through all that stuff. It's very, very important that you go to the how to win, which again is that this button up here in the top right, which is, I assume you tapped on that to watch this video in the first place. That button exists for everything that is on this app. It's very important that you go through this so you know that you're not mistakenly reading something wrong, because the videos teach you this is what this means and this is how to read it. Now, I know, like I said, that PrizePicks doesn't have odds. They just have lines, over or under. So what we do here for Norman Powell, for example, right now on PrizePicks, as of this second, I didn't want to do that. His line is 23.5 points, over under 23.5, right? But because there's no odds, what we do is we match this to, let's just say, FanDuel Sportsbook. So what are the odds on either side of the over or the under that FanDuel Sportsbook is giving Norman Powell 23.5 points? And those odds are right here. So we have FanDuel Sportsbook odds saying -145 on the under. So out of either side, it's favoring the under more. Now, what does -145 mean? If you don't know that, every time you see an odd, whether it's -145, +1,000, whatever, there's a simple math formula to add to whatever odds you see that spits out an implied chance. So that's all odds are. When the sportsbook has minus 145, that means that they're giving Norman Powell a 59.18% chance to go under 23.5. And so the PrizePicks Optimizer in a nutshell, this doesn't focus on the AI projection, which we still include right here. You see it's 22.4. This tool is not to focus on the AI projection. It's to focus on which side is more heavily juiced or more heavily favored by the sportsbook. If you want to focus on the AI side, which is, again, what everybody else that uses our app for PrizePicks does, you focus on the prop predictor. But for people that want to have an extra tool to reference for PrizePicks, this is an extra tool. This is a secondary tool. Please do not solely use this for PrizePicks. The prop predictor will make you a lot more money. And we also have this for Underdog as well. We just call it the PrizePicks Optimizer because PrizePicks is slightly more popular. But yeah, so what this tool does is it takes the higher favored side, whether it's over or under, and it sorts it by which one has the highest implied chance. So out of every NBA player prop point that PrizePicks is offering, the highest favored side based on what FanDuel is offering is Norman Powell under 59.18% implied chance. The next highest is AO over 15.5 because we see the over is minus 135. We see that minus 135. What does that mean? It means it's a 57.45 implied chance. So you can go through this whole thing and from the top down, it just gives you the highest implied chance, the next highest implied chance. Again, this is only what the sportsbooks are saying. Our AI outperforms the sportsbooks, which is why people are making so much money using PlayerProps.ai. But you want to use the AI as its design, which is in the prop predictor. This is simply comparing PrizePicks to FanDuel odds because PrizePicks doesn't list those odds. So there's a lot of people that just, if you want to use a secondary tool, maybe your research does show that Norman Powell is going to go under on PrizePicks, and you see this, you go, oh, yeah, it's the highest implied chance of all these things. Maybe I will go under on him. So now that we've kind of went over the gist of how the optimizer works or what the point of it is, I'm going to go through all of this stuff up here real quick so you know what you're looking at. So we just told you this is the profile icon. This is where you connect your Discord account to unlock full access. Also, if you want to upgrade, there's a button there to upgrade your account to unlock all of the tools and all the features and all the channels in Discord. This is a calendar. If you're looking for something for NFL, you probably want to pick a day that has NFL. Now, I'm actually recording this on the 13th. So we choose the 13th, which is today. I previously had on yesterday because I was looking at some things from yesterday. It's because we have an NFL game day. You're seeing the same thing. Regardless of either side, the highest implied chance for receiving yards, which is the stat that is selected, that's what you choose here, the stat you want to look at. The highest one is Jeremy Ruckert over 4.5. How do we know that? Because the over here is showing minus 120. What does minus 120 mean? It means he has a 54.55% implied chance from the sports books. And our AI is also saying 7.42. So you can still see the AI here. You can still see his past hit rates, but I promise you, you will have more success on PrizePicks by using this as a secondary tool and using the prop predictor as your primary tool. The prop predictor, it will not say PrizePicks up top. It'll say FanDuel or DraftKings, but I promise you it does not matter. People in our community are still printing money on PrizePicks, even if they're using the tool that says FanDuel or DraftKings or whatever sportsbook up top. The name of the sportsbook, the name of the app does not matter. It just matters on what plays are going to work out based on how that tool is designed. So this will choose, if you want to look at like Saturday college football, you can click ahead for that. You're only going to see here sports and props that are available for this particular day. So if PrizePicks does have college football already offered, you can click here to watch that. Or if you want to see NFL Sunday, you can click here to see that. Search. Let's say you're looking for Hunter Henry stuff. Boom, you type in Henry, you're going to see a prop for anybody with the name Henry. Could be Derrick Henry if there's multiple games on that day. But right now we're looking at Thursday Night Football. This will get you to the YouTube channel. You're watching this right now. You don't really need to click this. Just make sure before you leave this channel, you've already subscribed to this YouTube channel and also have tapped that bell notification icon. So every time we add a video where I talk about what the best play is for the day using the app or teaching you how to use the app, you'll get notified. This is how to get in the Discord. We talked about this at the beginning. You want to get in the Discord, and this here is a favorite list. So right now, the favorite list is empty when we click on this star. But let's say we really like Jeremy Ruckert over receiving yards. We want to make sure we don't forget about it. You click the star here, it adds to your favorite list. So let's say you spend like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, you find a bunch of things you like. What did I click? Oh, I clicked that Jeremy Ruckert is somebody that I want to look at for over. That's what the O is here. It reminds you, you're looking at over 4.5 receiving yards. So it'll not just show you the line, it'll actually show you the side, because the side is dependent. Clear all on what everything is saying. The projection's higher than the line, so it's an overplay. This chooses the league. If you want to look at PrizePicks underdog lines, you can do this, and this chooses the stat. Now, I know Thursday Night Football, there's only one game here, so we can go to NBA real quick. There's a bunch of games here. If you only want to see players from a particular game, just click on the game. You'll see it's kind of highlighted right here. Only players from Atlanta or Utah are being shown. Now, when you can click on them, that's where you can see the player card. The prop predictor shows a very similar thing to this here. You can see the hit rates, everything like that. If you want to see projections for the player across all of the stats, you can see here. Let's say you're using an app that's not PrizePicks or Underdog or whatever. Let's just say you're using an app that's not included in all of our things. And let's say the stat is 9.5. Just tap this button twice. It goes to 9.5, and all of this data here updates to whatever you just selected. So you can choose whatever line you want to look at to see the hit rates and the bar graph change. This is last 10 games. So this player, over the last 10 games, has averaged 23 minutes. They've averaged 10.2 points plus assist. And here are their projections. The reason they're red and green is relative to this data. If this number here is higher than this number here, it's green. If it's lower, it's red. So that's why we see the points plus assist is green, because he's projected to get 10.63, which is higher than his last 10 game average of 10.2. So that, ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell, is how the PrizePicks/Underdog Optimizer works. But again, for the love of all that's holy, please use this prop predictor here. It has its own video. You click this button up here, it'll go through all these nooks and crannies, and also includes this cool bet score here that makes it a million times easier to find winning plays. If you go to this tool, click this button, watch the video for that. It's very important. But again, please join the Discord. You have no excuses. It's a free to download app. If you're using the free version of PlayerProps.ai app, you can also use the free version of the PlayerProps.ai community Discord. There's an insane amount of helpful people there. Over 18,000 people as of this recording that are there to help you understand how to use the app, make sure you're using the app correctly, and help you win more and lose less, which is your overall goal. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for checking out PlayerProps.ai's PrizePicks Predictor, and we'll see you in the Discord. Good luck.